Dom, thanks very much for joining us. We're a couple of days away from the Inverness game at Hampden on Saturday. Start off as we always do by looking back on last Saturday. You obviously weren't part of the game, but you've been part of the team looking back on it this week. What's the thoughts on it?
Yeah, again, I think obviously disappointing to lose and to lose kind of in that manner with kind of 5 goals at home. It's disappointing. I think maybe you can just put it down to an off day. You get that. I think watching it back as well, I think a big factor, the pitch looked very sticky, and I know we spoke about how good the pitch was, but I think that kind of disrupted our kind of flow of the game. But again, we've watched it back, we've seen where we went wrong, and again a couple of positives, but we need to really build on that. But now that we've watched it back and seen that, we need to just put that behind us and look forward to a massive game on Saturday.
Was one of the biggest frustrations the fact that we went in a goal down at half time, having rode our luck early on in the game, but then we held our own in the first half and conceding right on the stroke of half time.
Yeah, it's a poor time to lose the goal. As you say, we kind of weathered the early storm. Cal had a good save and obviously saving the penalty. And then we had a couple of chances, or kind of half chances. And then I think kind of Dundee United, as much as they controlled it, they didn't have any kind of glorious chances after that. And I think to lose the goal just before half time, it's the old cliche that it changes the half time team talk and changes the dynamic of the game. And I think just when you lose that goal, if you can get in at half time and regroup, maybe change a few things, it gives you a chance in the second half. But Dundee United come out and kind of they're a quality team. I think they've got good players, and ultimately they used that and then punished us. The
manner in which we lost their goals in the second half in particular has been quite uncharacteristic. Certainly this side of this year, that must have been pretty frustrating, particularly if you're watching on for the stands as well.
Yeah, I think, and it's something that we've kind of spoke about regularly, is how solid the boys at the back have been, and the boys in midfield. Again, you could just put it down to an off day, or Dundee United kind of on form that day, and probably full of confidence. Also, we're getting the win the previous week, and they know they're kind of in touching distance of that title, that they're playing with a lot of confidence. But for us, again, we've watched it, we've seen where we need to kind of tighten up and maybe change a couple of things. But for us, that's now done, and I think we've got an exciting game coming up on Saturday, obviously at Hampden again, and we're a team that's kind of right behind us, so we know that it's a massive game and it's a pressure game, but I think the players thrive on that kind of pressure, and we know that if we get the 3 points, we can give ourselves kind of a wee bit of breathing space.
One look at the league table will show the magnitude of the game. There's not been a lot between the sides this season. How important is it that we start the game well early on? Yeah,
I think that's a massive thing. In any game, especially in the Championship, I often find that the team that scores first does go on and win the game. And I think since I've been here, we've actually had a good record against Inverness. Also away as well and at home. I think, although the last time they came here, they got the result. But I think for us, we know fine well what this game means, and you want to get away for the kind of bottom of the pack and with the home advantage, and just get back to what we were doing. I think obviously before the previous 2 games we were playing some good football, creating lots of chances, scoring good goals. So for us, we just need to get back to that, and sometimes it can be a wee confidence thing. So I think the boys, they know that the last 2 games weren't where we should be, but Saturday's a chance to go and right the wrongs.
And it's the first of the last 4 games, 4 very winnable games if you take them on their own merit. What is the mood in the squad like getting into those games?
Yeah, it's confident. We've got that kind of, we've got a good balance in the dressing room of young boys, experienced boys that have been here and done it. So that's a massive thing, and we know now we're playing teams that are all round about us, and they're the games ultimately we need to win. We want to win every game, of course, but I think when you play the teams round about you, that's where you need to go and get the 3 points. And we know that if we could go on a run, but we know if we don't get things right, we could be in trouble. So for us, we've got to keep looking up, and 3 points is up for grabs on Saturday, and we've got to go and take them.
And lastly, how important is the backing of the fans? The fans stayed with the team on Saturday despite the result.
That is. It's great, and I think we spoke about that we're hearing them in voice, and I think also the last game I played was United away. I think they were the extra man for us, which is great. Obviously at home as well, Inverness kind of won't bring as many fans. Dundee United a decent crowd, but for us, we know that the fans backing us is massive. I think, as I say, if you get one up in a game and you've got the fans behind you, it puts you at ease. Or if you're down and you're chasing, you can put the pressure on our team. The fans can just give you that wee extra yard. So for that, they've been great this season, and I think that's massive for us.
Thanks for your time.
Brilliant. Cheers, Sean.